Hey everybody, how you doing? Mr.Bookman here, and today I'm going to be reading It Could Be Worse by Einat Tsarfati. Please enjoy. It Could Be Worse. Albert, Teeny, and George floated side by side on what was left of their ship. Albertini was feeling discouraged. George, on the other hand, was playing his harmonics cheerfully. Then it started to rain. "This is unfair," shouted Albertini. "It could be worse," said George. And as he said it, a school of flying fish flew above their heads. And not just flying fish, but flying fish with diarrhea. "Ugh," said Albertini. But George just laughed. It could be much worse. George had hurriedly finished his sentence when out of the sea rose six mermaids, singing sort of a song that gets in your head and won't leave for a week. "This is really bad," said Albertini. He couldn't help humming the mermaid's infernal tune. "It could be worse," said George, singing along. And then, out of nowhere, a ghost ship full of pirates appeared. "Ugh!" cried Albertini. George was busy playing his mermaid song on his harmonics. But he paused to say, "It could be worse." "Oh, like maybe a ghost ship full of pirates on a moonless night," shouted Albertini. He was really worked up now. And of course, George replied, it could be worse. It could be worse. Oh, no, another ship. And, of course, just then, an ark of animals appeared. An ark full of animals who hadn't eaten for 40 days. They howled and roared and licked their lips at the sight of two sailors. And now Albertini was concerned. It could not be worse than this. Until a gigantic sea anonymous pulled the two friends down to the bottom of the sea. Anonymous. It could be worse, and George, as a blum of jellyfish, floated around them. And then it looks like there's some whales, doesn't it? I think this whale was eating only tuna fish sandwiches for months, asked Albertini, holding his nose. I love tuna, said George. It could be much, much worse. They're inside the way. What? Oh. Uh-oh. What a nice adventure they're on. The two friends landed on an island covered in smelly seaweed. This stinks, says Albertini. Plus, I am hungry. And you already know what George said. I wonder what George said. But after they found a dry cave, lit a warm fire, and had some of George's stinky but delicious seaweed soup, Albertini sighed sleepily and said, "You know what, George? It could really be worse." But then George put out the fire. Uh-oh. Now that guy high is looking at him. Oh boy. Ugh. The two friends shouted together. This does look bad, George admitted, at last. But then Albertini managed to get the fire started again. "I can't believe it," he cried. It's our crew. "George, Albertini, you won't believe what a night we had," shouted their captain to his two lost sailors. "Oh," said Albertini with a smile. "Trust me, it could have been much, much worse." And together they all sailed off toward a new day. Oh boy. Hope they don't run into trouble out there on the sea. Well, everybody, if you enjoyed this video, can you give it a thumbs up and share it? And if you're new and came along this book reading, hit that red subscribe button down below and subscribe to my channel and check out my other readings I got plenty, so feel free to check them out. Also hit that notification bell. Whenever I upload, you'll be notified, I hope, if YouTube lets you. But people, until next time, they call me Mr. Bookman, and this book reading is over. Have a good one, and take care, everybody.